In recent years, AI-generated artwork has grown exponentially. Long gone are the days of AIs generating Garfield comics, comprised of word soup. Today, AI artwork can be as cute, weird, or as striking as your heart desires. A conversation around this subject tends to focus on the legality of such programs, but I wanted to see how an artist viewed this topic. Jesse Wolfgang, a largely self-taught artist, was kind enough to meet with me at his exposition at Fredonia's Next Chapter Bookstore.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but I bet you if you gave me a computer program that could figure out all the mathematics that a rocket scientist actually needs, I could probably show you how to launch a rocket. That doesn't mean that I understand it. And I think that understanding not just a media, the different kinds of canvas, different kinds of paper, they all have an impact on how your final product comes out. If you're using a program for all of that, what knowledge do you have? There's something also to be said about failure. And sometimes the best way to learn is from struggle. No struggle, no progress. But to really understand how something works comes from not a computer program. You know, the computer knows what it's doing because it's been taught to know. Well, that's how learning is in general. You have to be taught to know how to do that. So if you're not going to teach yourself, what have you really learned? But that makes it a lot easier to just say, well, I couldn't really be an artist, but I can do this program, so now I'm an artist. Versus taking the time, spending countless hours reading, watching others, spending money, failing. Failure isn't comfortable for everybody, but it is a necessity of sorts. Even if you don't view yourself as an artist, you can become an artist. You might not be a pencil artist, but you could be a cake decorator, or you could teach yourself how to sew. You could teach yourself how to sculpt sand. And they're all forms of art. I can't play the guitar now. But if I spent 6 months driven, I can learn to play the guitar. I think anybody can. Just I choose not to. And if there's a program out there, hey bud, you want to learn to play the guitar? Push this button. Oh yeah, that sounds great. You did that. You're a guitar master. Isn't that really easy? Do you love it the same way as somebody who spends 500 hours painting whatever? I mean, if you can do something in 3 hours, are you going to love it as much as the person who spent 500 hours producing the same thing, sweating over it, hard knuckle, hungry some nights, not sleeping others? I just cracked this out. I put it in this program. I don't know. For the sake of learning, which in and of itself is a beautiful thing, why not just do it like everyone else? Struggle through it. Take the time and dedication. Anything worth doing is worth doing well and right the first time. It doesn't feel the same way for me. And maybe that's because I've taken the time to teach myself and learn, and I'm constantly learning. And you will for the rest of your life. But why not give yourself a hobby, something to do in your spare time? Because that's what it can be. You can be a master of something and it still be your hobby. Something that you enjoy doing. Then it doesn't feel like a failure no matter what. Because you're enjoying that journey. And isn't that what it's about after all anyways? It's the journey. That's what it's all about.
If you're interested in seeing more of Jesse's work, you can find him on Facebook at Jesse Wolfgang or on Instagram at JCJWolfgang. Thank you to the Next Chapter Bookstore for hosting us. If you're interested in watching the full interview, that can be found here. Have a great day.